Today we're going to be taking a look at the Electron Terra. Let's see how these things fly. Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. We have another disc review this week, and we are looking at an older disc, not super old, but like a year old, the Terra in the Electron plastic. I'm not going to beat around the bush here. This disc flies so much different than the Neutron Terra. If you want a Terra that has some turn, here you go. And it still has dependability with the fade, which is truly awesome. So I won't get in too much into my overview of the disc right now. I'm going to kind of foreshadow the shots I'm throwing in the video. So I started out throwing these, as usual, with no warm-up, because I'm terrible, into what I thought was a headwind. It ended up being a head left to right crosswind. So these discs will show you right off the bat that they want to turn over, but they still have fade. And they weren't really pushing to the left too hard because the crosswind was pushing on top of the flight plate and kind of dropping them, regulating the fade quite a bit. So those are the first two shots I threw with them. The next, I threw a shot that I would normally throw with a reactor or maybe a Tesla, 360 feet downhill. I want it to slightly pop up, and it just wants to hyzer the whole way just by pushing, you know. The normal Terra, meaning the Neutron, would have faded out much earlier. I would have had to throw it much harder, contest the wood line. As I threw one into the wood line, which you can enjoy my blunder of just a terrible grip lock. Another little side note, the Electron plastic is going to be very grippy. So when it's rainy out, this might be a good option. After that, I believe I went to some sidearms. I threw one kind of and the other one well. So you can kind of see how they fly. You'll see that it wants to pop up on a forehand. The shots after that, I believe I throw into a tailwind, pretty much full power. I showed one where I threw low in the tailwind. It's actually a tail right to left. And then I threw one high, and you'll hear me say a couple times, these things somehow go far. On the same hole where I'm throwing the tailwind uphill, I also threw the Neutron. You can kind of see the difference where the Neutron just didn't want to go anywhere. And these, well, the one I threw well and high, gave enough height, wants to go for a very long time. And lastly, hole 18 of McNaughton was the last couple throws I had with these. You'll just have to see. These things go really far. I, once again, thought it was more of a headwind than a crosswind, so I threw them gingerly and definitely tried to short arm them off a hyzer and let them pop up. But I was so surprised, and you'll hear me just wondering how these discs are traveling as far as they are. So guys, let's hop into this. And I did not forget, obviously, about the 1,000 sub giveaway. Thank each and every one of you for that. Details to come after we watch some throws. So let's jump in and see how the Electron Terra flies. And both of these are 171, to be noted as well. So let's check out some throws. Let's see how the new Electron Terra flies. Hyzers at first, maybe flip up, we'll see. Absolutely no warm-up. Oh, they turn over, they're nice. Okay, they're nice. All right, let's put a little more hyzer on this one. Still a dependable fade. Okay, these are gonna be crafty. All right, this one's 360 downhill. Headwind once again. I'm gonna try to throw these kind of soft on hyzer, let them pop up the flat, and then hopefully run the basket a little bit. I threw it too hard. Okay, let's have another try. Oh, it's good. It's going. Parked it. Let's try some forehands up there. 276. There she is. Boom. Not bad. A little wonky release. That's my fault, though. We'll try to do better. Not too bad. Not too bad. to crush. This whole play's like 500 feet. My Terra's in circle 2. So it does have some stability. Why does it go so far? All right, so now that we've seen a few throws, roughly a handful or so with the Terra, let's break it down and I'll tell you my thoughts on this disc. I think right out of the box, having a disc that wants to turn a little bit and still having some fade is just huge. Getting a disc that, you know, if you go buy a Electron Terra and you don't have a huge arm, I mean, you're going to buy that disc to go left or right, depending on, you know, forehand or backhand, left hand, right handed, all that. So having this disc actually want to turn a little bit and have some fade, it flies like my Beta and Teslas, and I really like that out of the gate. So I'm not sure though if I love Electron in driver plastic, and I really, or driver plastic, in a driver mold or a fairway driver mold. I don't have a ton of experience. I don't have many stats to compare the Electron flights with. Obviously, you're going to assume that the Electron is a little more understable just due to the more of a pro baseline kind of plastic. However, it does have its positives too. If it were raining, I think this would be a very good option to throw because it's hard to get your grip in the rain. I mean, I just use a bunch of like birdie bags or, you know, stuff like that to help myself get grip, sport sacks, all that stuff. But in the rain, this might be just an absolute go-to, and I think I'll keep a couple in my traveling disc stock just so I can throw it in the bag and have it at the ready if it were to rain. So that aspect of this disc is great. I love that it turns, and you probably heard me a few times in the video where I just could not believe how far these were going. And it's not like I was going and throwing these on a calm day. I was throwing these where there was a constant 15 or so mile an hour gust or breeze, if you will. So I'm impressed with this disc. Like I said, I think I can find a use for it. Another thing that I think this will be really, really good for, being a little bit understable, I think thumbers with this is going to be absolutely just a blast. So I'm excited to try that too. I hope I did a good job of showing you guys some hyzers, some pullovers, a couple sidearms. I just tried to put a mix in there. I don't know why I didn't think about an overhand shot until this moment. I'm kind of kicking myself for that because I think it would be a really good disc for that as well. So with all that being said, you guys should check this out. I sound like a broken record, but I think this could be good for any arm speed, any skill level, because I think there's an array of shots. I think if you have a weaker sidearm, it's going to be a really nice pop-up to flat, turnover, and still fade disc. I think if you have a strong sidearm, you're going to be able to get nice full S-curve shots out of it, which is awesome. For backhand, I think you can hammer. I mean, you pretty much just mirror that. I think you can force it over. It'll glide for a bit before it fades. Where the Electron Terra, you're kind of limited on the distance you're going to get, and you know it's going to fade a lot harder than the Electron here. But I think I said it earlier too. These are 171, so that's pretty much my thoughts on the Terra. I think it's worth checking out, and plus the Electron isn't going to break the bank. It should be like $12, $13. So really good price point there as well. So moving on from that, let's talk about the 1,000 sub giveaway a little bit. I'm still trying to clear a couple things up, but my intentions are I want to give away a basket. I'm not sure on specific. I'm not sure what basket specifically, but I'm definitely going to be giving away a basket to one of you lucky subscribers. And I'm still working out the details. I'll probably put that in its own video and we can figure that out. And I am so excited and so grateful for all of you and the support that I've received. So guys, I might even give away, I have a special dyed Tour Series reactor that I think I'm going to give away to someone as well in the same giveaway. So thank you all so much, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the review of the Electron Terra. Thanks to my sponsors, MVP, Paragon, and I will see you guys in the next one.